Hello and welcome back to another Geared Up Garage video. Well, it's a CWD Logistics Weekly video. On our way to Greyer's Graphics over in Grays, who I said that I wanted to... We actually went there on the last CWD Logistics Weekly, which wasn't a week ago. I really need to start doing these every week. We went there to see the Iveco X-Way tipper, which was really cool. And they did a fantastic job in vinyl wrapping that. And they did such a good job in vinyl wrapping that tipper that I thought, you know what? It's time to vinyl wrap the Renault. I've worked with Greyers. They've done a fantastic job on a custom livery for this van. So hopefully they can do another great job and really get the CWD look out there, and it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a big defining moment, I think, for us as a business and obviously us as a channel as well. So we've got warehouse news as well, which is really cool. So we'll jump into that as well. While the van is off being wrapped, I thought it'd be cool to show you guys around the Scania. Now it's back from its MOT, so we can have a little look inside as well. We've had a little bit of work done to that. Right, so inside the Scania, finally, it's starting to look a little bit cleaner. Ant very kindly came over and helped us out in cleaning this truck, and well, a massive thank you to him. But if you guys want to see that content, you can check out the link below, because that's exclusive content available on the Geared Up Garage Buy Me a Coffee. So check that out. That's like our little fan club, basically, where you can see behind the scenes stuff, extra stuff to do with legends as well. Basically just sort of like content that's there that can't fill a video, but I just sort of make it into like clips and other bits that don't really slot into what we do on the main channel. So check that out. As I was saying, Ant's done a really nice job at basically de-griming this steering wheel because it was so sticky and horrible, but now I can rub my hand across it and it's lovely, like new. The plastic in here have all come up like new as well, which is really, really nice. We've got to fix the tachograph in here as well, but you might notice that it says speedometer only, and it says speedometer only because, bang, up there we've now got a fully fitted phase 2 digitachograph. That's because next week you're going to be joining me as we go out to London Gateway to go and get some goods that we've brought in from CWD Logistics. So basically we're going to be, this truck is fully operational. Fully operational, Death Star. This truck is now fully operational and can go to work and everything else. So that's really, really cool. Unfortunately, because it's not Euro 6, we can't go into London. So I'm potentially looking at doing something else, maybe with another truck, to sort of make it Euro 6. I know in the long run everyone's going to be screaming in the comments going, well, you knew that when you bought it, but don't worry about it. I don't care. I bought this because it was rare and no one else had one, and I wanted a Scania. So it has done an amazing job in cleaning all the plastics up and basically starting to get this cab looking a little bit fresher. It's going to be a work in progress, and we still need to speak to a certain individual who's going to come down and hopefully help us do a complete and utter interior in here, which will be really cool. So it should be like a proper show spec truck. On top of that as well, we've got to sort out up here, because I need a set of lockers for this, because I mean, oh my knees, what is the point in that locker? For like, I mean, first of all, it's broken, so we need to fix it. But second of all, like, why are they so shallow? I really don't get that. And to be honest, I don't think it's going to suit the cab properly. So I want a proper set of 4 series, like the wooden lockers, the big ones that come out. I just think that'll look a lot cooler. And then we can obviously incorporate that in the interior as well. The old grubby mattress is gone as well. And we've got the mattress, the original mattress that was in this. But saying that, it needs to be replaced because of the springs and things as well. Massive shout to AFP Transport, because this seat base is from the old AFP truck, which is really cool, but that's got to go. I've bought a brand new set of seats for this as well. So we've got a brand new set of seats and everything else. And now we were toying with the idea of putting a V8 in this Scania. So we found out that we think the body that was placed on this truck behind the vehicle is not its original body. So we were kind of sitting there thinking, well, okay, what do we want to do with it? We were talking about making it into a plant lorry, but we've decided we're not going to do that. The costs to turn this vehicle into a plant lorry are astronomical. We use it for work as well. And with the body kind of not being original, I kind of thought, well, it's really going to take away, it sort of takes away its originality. That body's been put on afterwards. It was a curtain sider from factory, but it's just that curtain sider body that's on the back of it. We don't think is its original body. So again, I was hauling this the other day, and we were running up, and I just thought this thing is so gutless. I mean, sort of like, come on. So it's only a P230. I've looked at mods for this. Apparently, to mess with the impellers on the turbo, can't really modify them to give you that much boost. And I've looked at engine remaps on this as well. And again, we're not going to get really a sufficient amount of boost. With it's only a P230, it's quite difficult. So really, we need to be getting significant gains. And obviously, I'm not entirely sure what to make of it really, because we either put a higher power engine in it, so we can put like a P300 or a P320 in it and then tune that to get it to like 400, which should be all right, and then we could possibly do a bit more with the turbo and things like that on it as well, or we try and figure out a way to squeeze a V8 in this. But I just don't know if it's going to go with the chassis rails. So if anyone knows anyone that's tuned a Scania, a P230, and made it have significant gains, please do let us know. Because obviously, I don't know if the V8's going to fit, and because of the chassis rail size. So I think one's going to be, the V8s are slightly wider than the P-cabs. So if not, and you know something more, let me know in the comments below, because it would be really cool to put a V8 in that. Although now I've said this, the Scottish are probably going to go ahead and do it anyway. So hi, Sandy. I don't sit on either side of the fence, by the way. I just we do our own thing here. The warehouse is finally done for the most part. So ignore these bits here, and who remembers the old soapbox? Comment below if you remember the old soapbox. I want to see how many OG channel viewers we've got. Yeah, so basically the warehouse is pretty much coming along nicely now. It's going to be filled up with customers' goods next week, which is really cool. So to finally have that operational and functioning is great. And we've still got a little bit more to do. We're going to expand on this wall over here, and then probably into the shed next door as well, making it a double-sized warehouse, which is going to be awesome. And down here is the seats for the new Scania. So these obviously will need a retrim and everything else. So the guy that's gonna do the interior, hopefully will be able to do something with those. They're fully on air as well. And I paid like 80 quid for these. So they're pretty old and bad. So this one hasn't even got a seatbelt on it. So I don't know how I'm gonna be able to transfer all that over, but hopefully we can transfer it over. And yeah, and that will help up the seats. And because the other seat, the reason we're replacing them is because it just moves forward and backwards. I'll come and show you that. So as you can see here, it just sort of falls. It will stay up there, but that's because we've nut and bolted it. So yeah. Speakers and the stereo all need doing as well. There's still so many different things that need to be done in here. And we're gonna try and keep this truck as original as we can, even though I've just spoke about putting a V8 and everything else in it. I still want a level of originality with this truck, but I think the only way you're going to get that is from the cab. I think the cab on its own is the only real thing about this vehicle that makes it unique, because they didn't make many 4 Series P cab auto top lines. So we literally think there's only 3 or 4 in existence, and now I think this is the only one in the country. So that's really cool. So again, with a V8 in it, it will just make it even rarer. And I want to put an exhaust on it as well, a proper good exhaust, because I just think that'll make it sound good. Even without the V8, the exhaust would still sound amazing. So many different, as everyone knows, a project is a project for a reason. There's stages and things like that. In the next coming stages, we're going to be looking at putting the bull bar on the front. This is going to Truckfest Lincoln, so hopefully we'll be able to see a lot of you guys at Truckfest Lincoln. Comment below if you're going to come and see us at Truckfest Lincoln. It's going to be pretty much the first show that this goes to, although it's not going to be in like a particularly show-ready condition. The same as Legends, really. I don't know if Legends is going to be going as well. It really all depends on sort of like timings and for paint, and you know, whether or not we can get Legends in a drivable state there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't...
Here she is, the CWD Logistics van. Ignore the red curtain, that's got to go blue. But Greyers have done an amazing job in doing the stickers, the livery, the artwork. Everything you see on this van was done by Greyers. It looks absolutely fantastic, and they turned this round so quickly for me. I cannot thank Greyers Graphics enough for the work that they have done in such a short space of time. And the reason that there's such a short space of time on this livery is basically because this van is going in a magazine on Saturday. So I found out like a week before we're going to be going in. So I've been frantically trying to sort the Scania out and this out to make sure that it's ready. So thankfully, Greyers have smashed it completely out the park, and the van is ready, and it's going to look amazing. Greyers have not paid me to say any of this. This is purely just my experience with them as a company. They've been fantastic. They wrapped Iveco's tipper amazingly as well. So if any of you guys do want to contact Greyers Graphics and you're in Essex, Kent, Hertfordshire, and you want a bang-up job at a very good price, I would strongly recommend Greyers Graphics, and you cannot go wrong. Now, I will put their details in the links in the description below. Thank you so much, Paul and the team, for all of the amazing work you've done in supporting my business and supporting me as a person as well. I really do appreciate it. Oh yeah, a livery to a haulier is one of the most important things that sets their business apart and obviously makes them noticeable. And I'm really happy and really proud that this is mine. And I can't wait to see what 2024 has in store for CWD. So obviously the Renault is pretty plain and simple. This van is a Renault, so I wanted that on there. When we get the Scania done, we're going to have a Griffin on there as well. CWD Logistics, obviously in the blue. That's the same blue that is on the Grab as well, which is really cool. And down here we've got UK and European, obviously being that's where we operate. So another thing we've got to do as well is change these red curtains to blue curtains, because, well, red curtains just don't look great on a blue motor. And then down here, CWD Logistics across the bonnet. And again, I wanted something, this was sort of like Greek inspired, but it was a bit more modern. I wanted to go with something that was a bit more modern rather than a bit more old and classic. I was sort of thinking going, do I go full Dutch diamonds and full like old school spec? But no, I went with something new because I just thought everyone's got an old school style livery. I mean, the Volvo over there has an old school style livery. This has got an old school style livery. So I wanted something that was a bit newer. And yeah, CWD Logistics up at the top over there, which is really nice as well. And it's the same on this side, really. The back looking really cool as well. So obviously you can see we've got UK, European Logistics across there, and then all across the board at the bottom is the sloping livery. So yeah, I've got high hopes for this van. I've got a lot of things still I want to do. So the wheels, for example, down here, I want to change. At the minute, we've got standard Renault wheels on it. So I want to take them off and put like a nice set of alley wheels on it, or something that'd be cool. If anyone knows anyone that does those sort of wheels or can put me in touch with someone, that'd be cool as well, because I just think that would make this van look show spec. Another thing I want to do as well, which is across the rear, I want a beefy flap down there. So I'm thinking of getting CWD Logistics or On Time with Pride and Shine down the bottom there, which would be really cool. And then maybe perimeter kit lights down the side here and something across there. And I've got a light bar as well that will go sort of in there. But if anyone knows anyone that makes good quality light bars, doesn't charge an arm and a leg for them, please again, let me know. DM me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, we can do a collab. That'd be really cool. And front bars, LEDs. So I'm thinking about getting Ant down and putting some orange LEDs in here and in here as well, to try and see if we can sort of tart that up a bit. And I'm thinking about a low bar. Again, I'll need someone to come down and check that out so we can have a low bar put on it, because I just think that'll look very cool. Although I'm not too sure with the ground clearance, but I think we'll get away with that. I think we'll get away with it. So, because we've had so many DMs and requests through for people to for us to rate your vehicles, I'm truly humbled and really quite appreciative of it, actually. So thank you very much to everyone that's DM'd us for that. Dad's going to come indoors and get out this horrible grey weather, and we're going to rate a couple of your trucks just at the end of the video, just so we can keep on top of it, because so many people have DM'd us. Join us inside. Dad is here as well. Dad, say hi. He's so enthusiastic. So we've got some trucks to have a look at here today. Obviously, we get DM'd so many through. We can only do so many at a time, and even like when we do full feature-length videos of this, it's really difficult to be able to put like everything in one. So we've just taken some of the ones we've been DM'd, and we're just going to use those. Please do still keep DMing us. Please do still keep DMing us the trucks as well, because I just choose a plethora of everything that's delivered. So basically, as mixed batch as I can possibly get. So please do keep sending them over. We're still going to keep making content like this as well, and we'll probably diversify and put it on like TikTok and other stuff like that as well, so you guys can see that as well. Right, let's have a look and see what we've got going on to start with. So this here is M&R Williams' Scania 4 series. This is sent through by a subscriber, so this is a truck that someone sent through. What do you make of it?
Yeah, it's nice. Nice colour. Nice blue and red. Very traditional look to it. Looks a very well presented lorry.
Yeah, I mean, I love the headboard. Headboard's nice. 4 spots in the middle. It's an old style lorry as well, isn't it? You can tell that's probably worked its entire life. And I like, have you seen the V30 top line as well? V30 top line, that's pretty cool. So it's a nice colour. The red and the blue is a classic sort of livery. It's a bit basic, but she's got stacks on as well, though.
Yeah, no, it's a nice lorry.
I think a size.
Does it still work, or we don't know?
I think it still works. So this truck still works. So for a 4 Series still working, I think it's a fair truck. So where would you put it then? Top tank, flat out nice, owner driver.
It's a nice lorry, so I would say it's more than that.
Owner driver. I think owner driver is fair for that. It's not overboard. It's got a couple of bits on it. It's got obviously the front bar on here.
It's a
polished tank. So
it's a nice owner driver. Someone loves that lorry.
Yeah,
it's been well loved by the look of it. Yeah, it's definitely an owner driver, if not a little bit above that. Yeah, it's a nice truck.
We'll go
it's
owner
well presented
driver.
truck. Say the person who owns that, he's got a good truck there.
Thanks. Owner driver. Okay, up next is H. Askey's brand new. That is brand new, that truck. XG Plus. So obviously I've not seen an XG Plus in person. So, well actually no, I have. I've seen Rosie's one from, I forget the name, but anyway, I've seen Rosie's one and that was nice. So obviously a mid-lift DAF. It's got a catwalk infill on it, which is cool. And obviously the low bar. As well, where would you put that?
It's not fleet spec. It's definitely owner driver come flat out nice. It's a very nice, well presented DAF. It is a nice DAF.
For me,
it's not over the top.
No.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
Mirrorless. It's got mirrorless system on it as well.
Yeah,
cameras on it.
It's going to go to work.
Yeah, for me, that's like owner driver just polished.
It's more than just polished. It's owner driver.
Yeah.
Definitely owner driver.
Alright, we'll bang that an owner driver then. So this next subscriber has DM'd me this truck 3 or 4 times. This works every single day and he works it himself as well. And he does everything with this. So he does everything from logs to like transport. Where do you see this?
That's a nice lorry. On the log job, it's hard on a lorry. It's dirty. It's, as you can see, even in that picture, it's not on a nice clean tarmac road. It's been in the mud, and
I mean,
yeah,
as you say,
it's a
hay and straw truck at the end of the day. So that's going on farms and getting like proper dirty.
She's got the headboard over the top.
Again, we always like to.
She probably
knocking the camera.
She probably pulls a drawbar trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a very nice truck.
One thing I like to think about as well is obviously when you guys DM me these trucks, and obviously these are what you're driving, the amount of care and attention that goes into keeping the lorry clean. It's not just like buying a nice truck or doing a nice truck up. Like the attention to detail every single day that the driver gives to keep that lorry clean, I think comes into account.
Yeah.
And obviously look at the surroundings here, on a farm, in the mud.
Yeah, no. Well done to the driver. It is a very nice truck, nice colour blue.
Headboard on it as well, I like.
Yeah,
That's a nice colour blue.
It's got a few lights around it. It's not over the top. Again, you know, it is a very nice truck. It's got the big sun visor on it.
So where are we putting it?
That's at least an owner driver. At least
I want to go one more.
Or flat out nice.
I think
the guy who drives that has a lot of work to keep that in that condition.
We're gonna bang that in flat out nice.
Yeah, like I say, nice truck.
Right, up next is another subscriber's truck. This is something that sits in their shed at the minute, and they do use it, but I'll be honest, I don't like the red.
The red doesn't do it for me. That would be better off in white. It's really hard to judge that because I can't see the sides of it. Have you got no other picture? Only the front.
I've got no. That's the only one that he sent me a couple of others, but the rest of the chassis
it looks
red.
a tidy lorry. It does look a tidy lorry. Again, colour scheme, blue and white's a nice colour scheme.
I don't like the red.
I'm not sure on the red, but everyone to their own. You know, everyone's got their own taste. Again, it's...
for me, you lose the 164 and the badging with the red. You can't see it.
Yeah, like I say, red's not my
Plus,
personal choice.
you've got a normal bar there, 4 spots on it.
Yeah, it's not over the top.
I'm gonna go just polished.
No, that's more owner driver than just polished.
Is it?
It is, yeah.
Is it?
It's hard to judge because you can't see the rest of it. I don't know what the size
I've seen the rest of it. I've seen the rest of it. It's a nice truck. It's kept
nice
clean.
truck. It is a nice truck, and you've got to remember it's not new. It's old. It's getting on a bit. So, yeah, no, that's owner driver. That's an owner driver truck.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's not just flat out nice. It's a bit better than that.
All right, okay. We will pop that in owner driver then. Up next is Warren's.
Yes, I know that lorry.
So Len, this is
Lenny's little Lenny's lorry.
Len's lorry.
Yeah,
She's a tag as well. She's
Yeah.
great. We've seen this truck quite a few times. We know the guys that operate this vehicle.
Warren's got some nice stuff. He has
Yeah.
got some nice stuff. They're nice people. You know, he's still doing a lot of work on that truck. I know he was on about taking the rear wings off of it because he don't like them. I personally do like them. I think they're nice, but I think he wants to put single wings back on it.
Yeah.
That at the moment, it's a very nice truck. It's going to be better than it is at the moment because I know he's always doing work on it.
Yeah.
He's only young. He's only a young lad. I think
He's younger. He's younger
16,
than me.
isn't he?
Yeah, he's 16, 17. Last time I spoke to him, he was still in school.
Yeah.
And his
I
dream is to become a lorry painter as well. So fair play.
That lorry, Dan's his dad. Yeah, Dan will help him with that. That lorry is a future show-winning truck. That will
I
be.
think so. And
definitely,
Lenny
definitely
loves it as well.
and it is nice. His granddad give it to him.
Yeah, there's so much history to go through that truck.
Yeah.
We'll see that. Actually, that truck is on content. If you check out our Foxfest video, you could see that truck and you see me walking around that truck and Len's there as well.
Yeah.
So all right, I'm going to put it in flat out nice because that's what it is. It's a nice truck. Or would you just put it as owner driver?
That will end up right at the top at some point. At the moment, it's probably flat out nice. It is a flat out nice lorry. It has got bits that want doing on it, but it's been sat for a long while.
Yeah.
They haven't used it for a long while. He's only just sort of bought it out last year. Like I say, it's going to be a really nice truck when it's done.
Yeah.
It will really be a nice truck when it's done.
Last one, 50th anniversary Dixon Scania.
Again, can't see the sides of it, so I can only see the front. But nice colour scheme, gold and black, very nice. Not over the top. It's got a few bits and bobs on it.
It's got a bar on the top. The
It's had the
livery's
sun
nice. The
visor.
livery helps it out a lot. Sun visor's nice.
Yeah, sun visor's not standard by the look of it. Mirror's been painted. Yeah, that's
Where
a nice
are we?
truck.
Where are we? going?
That would be owner driver, at least
I
owner driver.
think owner driver's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah. Again, it's hard to judge because you can't see the sides of it. I can't see if it's got Alacoas on it. But yeah, no, it's still a nice truck.
Yeah, it's got Alacoas on
it
it.
looks like it has.
It's got Alacoas on it.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
say
still a
that's-
nice truck.
Yeah.
Nice. Like I say, nice colour scheme. Yeah.
And there we go. So, thank you everyone very much for sending in your pictures of either your lorries or lorries you'd like us to rate. Please do keep sending them in. As I say, we'll try and get through as many as we possibly can. I really do appreciate all of the support. for us here on the channel. Make sure you go check out the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below for chances to get a hold of exclusive content and other content outside of the Geared Up Garage YouTube channel, so loads of daily stuff and other things like that. We're really going to start pushing that more. And check the Discord out as well in the link below, because we've got an amazing community of people on there that discuss not just Geared Up Garage stuff, but other things to do in haulage as well, and ETS2 meetups as well, if that's something that you guys are interested in. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Jay, Dad's been Dad, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.